Hello everyone, today is the first Borderlands video I'm going to be making from a series of several Borderlands videos that I plan to do. Today the video I'm going to show you is a how-to for the Commando build. The build I'm going to show you today is the Sentry engineer build that I've done myself, and I find it to be quite effective. For those of you that don't play Borderlands very often, this could be very helpful. It will be showing you how to do a level 61 Sentry engineer build. However, if anybody has any requests for lower level ones, I can work out something for you guys. So what you need to do is to just copy this build, go to one of the new U stations for quick change or whatever it is, new U in the Borderlands 1, and just respec your points. So there you go. Okay, so as you can see, I've got 57 skill points. Now each time I spec, I'm going to show you what to do, and after I've done specking and telling you why I've chosen those skill points, I'll go through and tell you good relics and good weapons that work with the build itself. Okay, so if you go into your little menu here, obviously you get your saber turret. Now the first one that we want to go to is the survival skill tree. Ultimately that gives you Gemini, which gives you 2 saber turrets, as it says there, which is a very good fallback. It creates that kind of supportive atmosphere. Alright, the first one you want to pick is preparation, and you want to max that one out to begin with. The reason you pick preparation is because it's the first skill point that enables you to get health regen, and in Borderlands there is only one shield that gives you health regen, being the Neogenator, and there is only 2 relics, I think, that give you health regen. So obviously there's not a lot of health regen options in this game. The other health regen option for the Commando is the Point Man class mod. However, for this build, that you don't need to use that because it doesn't actually help you out. Alright, the next one that you want to pick is pressure. Okay, the reason you pick pressure is because with this build you'll find yourself running out of health quite quickly, as there isn't a lot to do with your shields and everything. It's mainly about getting your turrets out to support you. Obviously the lower your health, the faster the reload speed and the faster your shield recharge delay. Okay, we'll come back to that a bit later on with your choices of shields and how I work it, so that it becomes a bit more effective. The next one that you want to pick is last ditch effort, and max that one out. The reason we picked last ditch effort is because when you go down, it gives you that little extra damage and movement speed. Now you'll be doing a lot of damage anyway, and if you focus a lot on your turrets, you always have turrets out, so last ditch effort in correlation with your turrets would work really effectively, so that you spend more time actually playing as opposed to down and dying. It's a good fallback for that. Alright, so you want to put a point into flank shield. This becomes very effective. It also blocks Hyperius the Invincible's Nova Blasts, if you didn't know that. So if you just chuck a shield out when you're fighting him, you can hide behind it in case your shield's are low or whatever. And then you want to get Maglock. Okay, so then you want to put 5 into Resourceful. I don't think I need to explain why. And you want to then put 5 into Grit. Okay, Grit, probably the best skill that the Commando has. It saves my life so many times, and I'm sure if you put points into it, you'll come to use it yourself. Alright, there you go, put the point into Gemini, so now you've got your 2 turrets. The next thing you want to do is move over to the Guerrilla skill tree. Now the first one you want to put into is Sentry. Okay, so this increases the overall duration of your action skill, and it also increases the amount of bursts. As you can see, I've got 11 bursts and a 22-second turret duration. Now we'll come back to that a bit later as to why this can be even more effective. You want to increase your turret accuracy. Okay, your next one that you put into is Scorched Earth, so you get 22 rockets per volley. So now that we have 2 turrets and rockets, that's 44 rockets. You do an intense amount of damage at level 61. The next one that you want to put in is Able. Okay, Able doesn't work with the turrets, however, Able works really well with elemental guns. So if you have a gun with a high chance to shock, ignite, corrode, every time that does that tiny bit of damage, it gives you Able back. Even though this doesn't stack, it still gives you a constant health regen as well. That works really well with preparation too, so when your shield recharges, you have preparation and Able both going in, you health regen just as quick as a Point Man class mod. The next one you want to put into is Grenadier, so that you have maximum grenade capacity, which will also come in handy. You don't really need to worry about ready, as because you've got pressure over here, so your reload speed is still good. The next one you want to put into is Willing, so then you have your additional shield recharge and shield recharge delay. So then finally you come to Guerrilla and double up. Okay, so they're the skills, and that's a run through of why you want to do it like this. You do have one skill point left, and generally I'll just pick whichever one feel best. I put one into forbearance just to help me out with status effect durations, but honestly this last skill point you just put it into whichever one you think benefits you the most. I pick forbearance, but up to you. Okay, so now if you want to go into the weapon menu, and I'll show you a loadout that I have. Okay, ignoring the weapons that I have because these don't really play into it. However, Hellfire does work very well with Able. If I'm running low on health because of its chance to ignite and the amount of damage it does, I'm constantly regenerating health, which is good. Okay, so this is the class mod that I use, and yeah, it's a very low level. I haven't found one, but the blue Sentry Engineer class mods are the ones that offer the highest amount for Sentry skill. Okay, so you want to get more Sentry skill, and plus it also offers 5 resourceful skill, which brings down the cooldown rate, and also the class mod itself brings down the cooldown rate as well. So that's a plus 33% cooldown rate decrease, and whatever resourceful does. The relic I use is a Bone of the Ancients, which also does cooldown rate decretion. I've also got fire damage there. Another reason why I use Hellfire is because it works with the Bone of the Ancients. Grenade it doesn't really matter what grenades. I'm using a rubberized fire bee at the minute. Okay, so inflammable the bee. This is a shield that I use, and the bee shield gives you that extra amount of damage because a lot of the skill points goes into your turrets. You're not doing a lot of damage yourself, so the bee counteracts that so that you can do the all important damage. Now that's the reason we use will in here, and we use pressure so that your shield recharge delay goes up, so when you take that damage you don't have to wait long for the bee to come back into effect. And also if you look at the badass ranks, you want to work on to your shield recharge delay and shield recharge rate as much as you can so that you can ultimately get that up even more. Okay, I think that's the end of it. If there's any other questions that you have for this build tutorial, anything you'd like to add, just feel free to leave a comment, and I hope this helps out some of you guys. Alright, thank you very much, peace.